Good morning everyone and welcome back to my channel English Literature. We are going to read John Keats' Ode to Nightingale. And again we are with the plan slow but steady wins the game. That means in this poem there are total 8 stanzas and we are going to discuss about them one after another. So it will take a long time, 9 to 10 days it will take to cover the whole poem, but finally we will feel that yes, we have done it. Now this is the introductory video on Ode to a Nightingale. In this video we will discuss our study plan, that how we are going to cover this poem and the background of the poem, what make the poet to write this poem. Now before that, what is an ode? Now you will get this everywhere. You can search in Google and you can go for the glossary of literary terms by M.H. Abrams. Everywhere you will find as literary terms ode is explained. Ode is a lyric poem and it is serious in subject and treatment, in style elevated, and there will be elaborate stanza pattern as per Abrams. And odes are something in praise. Odes are written in praise or sung as a music. You can divide odes as Pindaric ode and Horatian ode, the two types of odes. Pindaric, that is come from Pindar, and next is Horatian ode. That is model on Horace. And our ode, that is Ode to a Nightingale, falls in this group. Now, Ode to Nightingale, why this ode is written? The background we will discuss now. Spring 1819, April. Now April is the month in which the nightingale returns from North Africa, and upon its reappearance in his own country, it seems filled with joy and his song become more melodious. So April is the month when Nightingale returns from North Africa, and when it returns in his own country again, it became too much exuberance in his singing. So the Nightingale song is on the one hand, and on the other hand we'll meet the poet, that is John Keats. John Keats is now in that time is in his friend Charles Armitage Brown, in his friend's house, residing in Hampstead. So Charles Brown has a house in Hampstead, Wentworth, and there John Keats had come. A few months earlier, Keats had lost his brother Tom, so he was already grief-stricken. And though his own illness was not so much serious in that time, even his physical or mental health was not so well. Now one day, his friend Charles Brown noticed that Keats took his chair to the garden under a palm tree, and there he sat for 2 or 3 hours, scribbling something or sometimes listening. And when he came back into his house, Brown noticed some scraps of papers are in his hand, and he also noticed that Keats is thrusting those papers, just like waste paper, behind some books. Now Brown rescued them and arranged them, and finally it was published in July. Okay, so that is the background story of this poem. This poem's theme is, it is an ode to Nightingale, but after you read the poem you will feel that is not an praise to the Nightingale, but the song of Nightingale. And again, the subject of the ode is not the song of Nightingale. The Nightingale song is just a symbol. Nightingale's song is here is a symbol. What symbol? That human aspiration. Nightingale's song stands for human aspiration towards a life of beauty and perfectness. So Nightingale's song represents the continuous human aspiration towards a life of beauty and perfectness. So that is the case, and that is the theme of the poem. The song of the bard seems to sound out of a region of romance, like a legend, and the poet wished to join her, seeking some aid to his imagination. Now the poem consists of 8 stanzas. Total there are, you will find 8 stanzas, and we will read every stanza separately. 10 lines. In each stanza you will find 10 lines, and they are written in decasyllabic lines. There are some exceptions. In each stanza you will find the 8th line. In each stanza is a 6-syllabic line. Again, the last line of the second stanza is an Alexandrine. What is Alexandrine? 12-syllabic line. Okay. And what does it suggest? The gradual disappearing of the bard into the forest dim. So that the last line of the second stanza suggests the gradual disappearing of the bard in the forest dim. Now these are the general pattern of this poem, and there are 8 stanzas. And what is our plan? We will read in this way stanza 1, and we will discuss every line, every allusions taken from, because you will find too many allusions taken from Greek mythology. So we have to discuss every reference, every allusion in detail, and every line. Stanza 1 and then stanza 2. In this way we will finish till stanza 8, and in our final discussion we will discuss about various topics related to this poem, like theme, central idea, or what are the poet's personal life associated with this poem, Keats' Hellenism. There is so many things we have to discuss with this poem in the final, as our final topic. So this is our study plan. Today's start Ode to Nightingale. This is just introduction, a short video, and then from the next day we'll go on discussing every stanza separately, line by line, word by word. And next, in the final, we'll discuss various topics related to this poem. Okay, so if you have any better suggestion or something, we can add with this plan. You can mention, you must mention. Okay, thank you for staying with me. Have a happy day.